Alright, let's move on to the next car. Because I don't think there's anything else worth exploring here. Ye varmints better pull up chalks, I say. Understood, Sheriff. Yeehaw! Ready to mosey down to the next car? No way, Dagger. You got it, partner. Onwards! Hang in there. Oh, God. Sega apparently loves their memes. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful. Already? Before you go, SBO and I wanted to give you your presents. My presents? You're both so sweet. Thank you. Victor, it seems we have more guests. Amy, there you are. Want to join us in finding clues? Flattered, but at the pace you two are going, Sonic's murderer will never get found. Oh, she's confident. She must have something up her sleeve. This tip's just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick. But how are you gonna leave? The next door to the next car has been locked. Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? The birthday girl has a master key. Right. The birthday girl gets the birthday key. Of course, it's a birthday privilege. I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye! Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough. Now, what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I'd say. I'm a detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm, just making sure things go well. Things aren't going great. Not sure if you've forgotten, but there was a murder. Well, I mean, besides that. Besides murder? My social skills. Non-existent. I'm Vector, the butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat. And I'm Espio, the poet. Ah, poetry. A resonant message from a poet to reader meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some? Sure. Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La 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 la. Dee 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 dee. Was that it? I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring. I'm satisfied for now, thanks. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Brad and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car? Oh, sure, it's simple. We just explained to Amy, actually. When we were all sent off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this library car, where Amy told me and Espio to stay. I promptly picked up a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. Yup. Where was Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick stain on the cup at the saloon car. Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure stand over there. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. Wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something. After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors?
Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up at the Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car, again locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car where he was meant to be stationed.
When Vector came back, he realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car.
That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right.
We sat trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic.
And yeah, that's all that happened.
All these locked doors. Seems Vector and Espio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car.
Thank you, both of you, for your cooperation.
We're just gonna peek around and we'll return with any questions.
If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you.
And if you like to be serenaded with a boy, I got you covered too.
Thanks, guys. Their alibis seem solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves that what they're saying is true.
We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if Espio was actually in the library car reading. Tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails.
Absolutely! Did you bring me any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train. You actually tried to bring a knife on the train? I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher.
I think you got a knife on you. We definitely think you were the murderer.
But what if I hid the knife? You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought.
Okay, we already said that. So, can I take your order?
Oh, yes, please! I'm starved!
Actually, I'm off duty at the moment. The murder mystery is more important.
Then why would you show the menu to me? Come on, Brad. Why would you tease him like that? And here I thought I could trust you. You made a fool of me! Look, Brad, you made him a fool!
Hey. Come on, Brad, smooth this over. No, I'm the fool.
Yeah! Yeah!
I smooth things over. But at what cost? Fancy a poem? How about a poem about trains? Locomotive in motion. I think I've lost my lotion. The window shows the ocean. Oh wait, there's my lotion. Thanks?
I actually really like that one.
Huh? What'll it be? How can I get a poem about space? I made it up to space with my beloved antique vase. But a mistake in my haste dropped the vase from my embrace. So my antique I must now replace.
What caused you to drop the vase?
Don't read too deeply. It's just a poem. He hasn't thought it through, has he? Can I take your order? I have a poem about this. My starved stomach babbled, though I ignored the grumbling tummy. For the eggs I received are scrambled. When I asked for my eggs sunny. That one's better than the first two. Well, the first 4. Oh, wow. We don't serve any eggs on the train, though. My talent is wasted on you lot. A child hangs precariously from a tree branch. Large text below reads, "Hang in there."
Wow, I really needed to see this.
Did you? Did you really? Huh?
This little child's hanging there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety, because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If this child can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too.
There's no way there was that much thought put into this poster. Right? Right? More importantly, that dang meme from Sonic Forces is hanging as a portrait. Oh. I think I used too much ginger in this coffee. Alright. From right to left. Oh, wait. Chaos Cola. Check out our book club. Book of the month, Gone Gal. I don't need no sodas right now, though. Alright.
Oh, brochures! There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh! Brad, look at this! There's a couple of maps here.
There seems to be a map of the library card. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here.
I love a good overhead map. Let's take it.
Should we take this brochure about a cave too? Look, there's stalactites.
Nah, leave it.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves.
So many books on the ground. Wish we had time to pick them all up.
I sadly had no interest in picking up these books. Dude, it's 3 books! A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up. But Rouge pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something.
What reckless behavior! I feel sorry for the poor books. Then why don't you pick them up? The spines are creasing. They're opening too far.
This kid feels empathy for everything.
Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. When Shadow left the library car, he locked this door on his way out.
There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it?
Yeah, I do believe we should. We should confirm Vector and SBO's stories before moving on to the next car.
Or are you just saying that because you want to look at the books longer?
Either way, we should get back to the investigation. Oh, poor thing. That arm is really struggling to clean up this car.
To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone and do its thing. Yeah, probably for the best. Wow. Just pick up the dang books. It's 3 books. It's not that hard. Let's just take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are very comfy. So plush. Must be right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap, personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit. Brad, don't fall asleep! Brad, no, don't fall asleep! There's been a murder, remember? If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time. I'd have 1 ring. But but the fact that I've mentioned this says something, doesn't it? Anyway. A globe of our marvelous planet! I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I love to visit some of the countries. They're a lot of fun! Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either! Sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia, if you ever been there. I have, actually. If you're visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area and make one scrumptious sandwich. I'm not sure if pickle sandwiches are scrumptious. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. This group knows everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they? Alright. Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there. I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. I really thought there'd be something there. Brad, are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin? No. I'm alright. I'm sure, there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin we find. You really think so? Yeah! We just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay. These trash bins hide a secret, I'm sure of it. Brad, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. Was that supposed to be a compliment? What's this bright red book? Oh, yuck! This reeks of the evil scientist Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. What kind of recipes? Who cares? I wouldn't trust a book. I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird this is here. Maybe people just appreciate an omelet. You may not be wrong. Wow! I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging through all the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop. Or in this case, a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen out on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order, but this one. The Mirage Express manual. It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio to find out what really happened. Alright. Did you bring me any meat to chop? So, the two of you don't believe us, eh? It's not that I don't trust either of you.
But I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Brad and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and SBO was really was reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need. Oh, that's easy. I got bored. What?
I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social.
Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remembered the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out.
It seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles.
And that brings our attention to you, SBO. Rouge entered the library car, found something, and then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car? Of course he was! Once SBO starts reading, he doesn't stop until it's done. I've seen it happen.
It must have been a
really good read. What was the book? SBO doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing?
What kind of things do you think I read?
If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what the book might be. Brad, could you help me out?
Alright, Brad? What book do we think SBO might have been reading?
Some detectives you are! Seems like that was the wrong choice. A manual? You think SBO was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this?
Hold on, let me bring up my app real quick.
Scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked up the manual and put it back in the incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, SBO. Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like this.
Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself.
Apologies, SBO.
Butcher and a poet. Friendship can form anywhere. That is indeed the book I was reading. The Mirage Express manual. Trains are cool.
In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Brad, if you don't mind?
I'm gonna save this here because we get to ask different questions about the book.
Could you ask SBO some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away.
Sorry. Oh, I see. Quiz SBO about the manual to prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him on? Okay, this is better. Alright, page 14. Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. I remember the conductor saying that the train can clean itself. Though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passenger safety.
Seems like SBO aced that question, Brad. Hit him with another one.
Oh, okay. page do I choose? Page 89. What is Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over the age of 65.
Last one, Brad. Let's see if SPO can go 3 for 3.
Gotcha. Page 402. What was implemented to support the conductor's duties and ease the general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system that works in tandem with the conductor to ensure smooth travel for guests. Now remember this, the train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present. Now, did I pass your little test? No, because I'm going to reload and give you more stuff. Page 362. Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist keeping the train spotless? It doesn't matter, does it? Because that's the same exact thing. I say 2, 3, 1. Let me try again. I thought it would be something different for all the choices. Page 97. It's the same stuff. Oh. Page 15. Page 56. Now, did I pass your little test? Yeah. No! I hate to say it, but no. Haha, just goofing me. You passed. I completed your test with ease. All my efforts were only to please. But you joked and japed, said no to my face. Now I wish you would rip to fleas. Did he just rhyme a curse at me? Reload. So. Yeah, you passed. Totally. It's wild you were able to retain all this information so quickly. A poet's brain is often surprising. I don't know if I'd be bragging about that.
You clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses. And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read?
You have to admit though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. He answered all my questions so calmly. That's very impressive. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can...
SPO, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading?
Yes, that's correct. Problem?
Frankly, I don't believe that can be true. And we have evidence to back it up. Brad?
He always puts me on the spot. Okay, Brad, think. Do you have a piece of evidence linked to someone who's also saw SBO reading? But what? Shadows lock? Please, pray tell what this has to do with anything.
We're up, Brad. Let's get an argument together.
Oh no!
walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score in the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't a high score long. Gronks are natural gamers. SPO said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, SPO was fully seated reading the book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to back through the library car when he left the saloon car. So there's absolutely no way Shadow and SPO didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip.
I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow.
You're telling me the sound of doors opening and closing wouldn't have caused you to look up?
Well, you see, I can sense SPO's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy.
So if you didn't see Shadow returning to the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment, were you really in the library car at all?
How would SPO leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw SPO in the saloon car.
It's a mystery, my dear Brad. One that I would love for SPO to solve.
You gotta believe me. That cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved with my book that I didn't notice Shadow passed back through the library car. Honest. When Vector returned, he had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention.
Yeah, I think I remember doing that.
Alright, everybody. Vote SPO off the train. It's sus. Oh god, I've cracked the freaking Among Us joke.
I must have arranged my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, SPO. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car?
I wasn't. I didn't. Why doesn't this seem right to me? Hell, definitely feels like he's on to something, but I don't see it. Is SPO simply sitting reading? Or did he somehow vanish not to notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do? I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails! Well, we have a piece of evidence that can answer all our problems.
Alright, my fellow associate, lay it on me. The piece of evidence shows Shadow and SPO couldn't have seen one another.
Alright, now to get my thoughts in order. Now to pull up my phone. Excuse me. While I rudely pull up my phone and play games. Sorry, sorry, the question's opened up. I have to get this done now. I'm not gonna get any other time.
The library? The library map? Oh, I see.
See the exits? They're right across from one another. Straight path. If Shadow walked down this straight path, there's a way SPO and Shadow couldn't have seen one another.
Looks like you all have to point out where exactly on the map you mean. Where could SPO have been for Shadow not to see him? That disc is huge. I'm sure Shadow would have seen SPO if he was reading there,
but would SPO have seen Shadow? Right. Not quite. For Shadow not to see SPO, he was walking through the library car, where
SVO could have been seated. Nope. Not quite. That's a bookcase! I think Shadow would have noticed if SVO was climbing one of those while he walked through the library car. Shoot. I can't believe you're allowed to click the bookcase. Interesting. That's where I was sitting reading my book. I can second this. When I returned the saloon car, SBO was in the same spot. That confirms it then. You see Shadow and SBO, but couldn't have seen one another from this spot. Because a bookcase is in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen SBO, or vice versa. Makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, SBO. There's just no way you would have seen it. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all our questions. We did it. Another pair of alibis validated. Too many locked doors to worry about. I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here a bit. These chairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge, and especially Shadow. Oh, seems the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, back there at SPO. Give him back. And if you need any meat chop, say the word. I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murderer is on the loose, while doors keep getting locked. Tick tock, tick tick tock goes the clock, while our heroes are in the caboose. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this. Come on, Brad! Let's see what's next! Coming! May the breeze drift you towards success. A one-sentence poem for you. Are italics enough to qualify as a poem? Bring me any meat to slice up? No, I'm not sure we will, actually. You're a loss. And that ends the library part. A good 40 minutes. And it's gonna be a bit late, but eh. Alright, I'm done here. See you tomorrow.